When a camera manages to ignite conversation even before it is officially announced, it's clear that expectations are unusually high. The Nikon Z90 is one such device, a camera that has stirred up an extraordinary amount of interest despite not yet existing in an official capacity. Photography forums are filled with predictions, content creators are debating possible specs, and professional shooters are watching closely. This level of excitement says a lot about what the Z90 represents. Cameras rarely generate this kind of anticipation. Most arrive quietly, they're announced, briefly discussed, then gradually fade as the next release approaches. The Z90 is different. It has already become a talking point because it symbolizes something much larger than another addition to Nikon's lineup. For many, it marks a pivotal moment in Nikon's evolution and a long-awaited return to a segment people assume Nikon had stepped away from. To appreciate why the Nikon Z90 matters so much, it's necessary to look back at Nikon's mirrorless journey. When Sony disrupted the photography industry by pushing full-frame mirrorless cameras into mainstream adoption, Nikon wasn't ready for the shift that followed. Canon reacted quickly, throwing its efforts into developing the RF system. Sony, meanwhile, surged ahead with its Alpha series, quickly gaining dominance and establishing itself as the leader in mirrorless performance. Nikon, a brand that once ruled the DSLR era with unmatched confidence, suddenly appeared to be lagging behind. The company not only needed to catch up, it needed to prove it could lead again. The turning point came with the release of the Nikon Z6 and Z7. These weren't tentative experiments, they were deliberate statements of intent. The Z6 was positioned as a well-rounded hybrid tool, perfect for creators seeking reliable performance in both photo and video work. The Z7, on the other hand, targeted professionals who value detail, resolution, and precision above all else. Though neither camera was flawless, they demonstrated something important: Nikon was adapting, listening to its audience, and taking the mirrorless future seriously. Then everything changed with the Nikon Z9. This camera didn't just put Nikon back in the conversation, it radically reshaped it. The Z9 abandoned the mechanical shutter entirely, adopted a stacked sensor, introduced a dramatically improved autofocus system, and offered professional-grade 8K video. Overnight, Nikon was back on top. Sports photographers, wildlife shooters, and high-end videographers embraced it quickly. Many declared it equal to, or even better than, Nikon's iconic DSLR flagships like the D5 and D6. Building on that success, Nikon introduced the Z8. It delivered nearly all the power of the Z9 but in a smaller, lighter, more affordable body. This was a strategic masterstroke. The Z8 gave hybrid creators and working professionals a chance to access flagship-level performance without the weight or cost of a full pro body. The industry responded with enthusiasm, and the Z8 became one of Nikon's most praised mirrorless releases. By this point, Nikon had firmly re-established its reputation. However, despite these advances, one gap remained in Nikon's mirrorless family: the APS-C segment. Nikon did release two APS-C Z-mount cameras, the Z50 and the retro-styled ZFC. Both were appealing and well-made, offering good image quality and comfortable ergonomics. Yet, they fell noticeably short of professional standards. They lacked features such as in-body image stabilization, advanced autofocus tracking, and the kind of durability serious photographers rely on. They were solid enthusiast cameras, but not tools meant for demanding professional environments. This is why the Nikon Z90 has created such a strong reaction. It is not expected to be just another enthusiast APS-C camera. Instead, it is seen as the long-awaited bridge between hobbyists and professionals in the crop sensor world. APS-C cameras have always had a strong following among wildlife and sports photographers. The 1.5x crop factor effectively extends focal lengths, turning a 300mm lens into a 450mm equivalent, or a 400mm lens into a powerful 600mm reach. This added magnification is invaluable when photographing distant subjects, especially in fast-moving environments. Yet until now, no Nikon APS-C mirrorless camera has fully met the expectations of these users. Other brands have already stepped into this space. Canon has the impressive EOS R7. Fujifilm has built an entire ecosystem around high-performance APS-C bodies. Sony continues refining its A6000 series cameras, making them reliable choices for both enthusiasts and professionals. Nikon, meanwhile, has remained silent. That silence has only intensified expectations for the Z90. Many photographers view the Z90 as the spiritual successor to one of Nikon's most beloved cameras, the Nikon D500. The D500 was famous for its speed, rugged construction, and exceptional reliability, a true companion for wildlife and sports shooters. It earned a near-legendary reputation and remains a favorite even today. The idea that the Z90 could revive this legacy in a modern mirrorless form has fueled much of the current excitement. Rumors suggest that the Nikon Z90 may feature a 33-megapixel APS-C sensor, a significant leap from the 24-megapixel sensors that have dominated this class for many years. This puts it in direct competition with Canon's R7 and Fujifilm's X-H2. A 33MP sensor brings several advantages: sharper detail, more flexibility for heavy cropping, and better output for large-format prints. For videographers, such a sensor also allows oversampled 4K footage, delivering exceptionally crisp and cinematic video. Higher resolution does introduce challenges, such as reduced low-light performance and potential noise at higher ISO levels. However, Nikon is expected to counter these drawbacks with its powerful APS-C processor, the same high-performance engine used in the Z8 and Z9. This processor handles vast amounts of data efficiently, improves noise control, enhances autofocus performance, and maintains Nikon's signature color science. Known for natural skin tones, balanced contrast, and pleasing, vibrant hues, Nikon's color output often requires minimal editing. With this combination, the Z90 could produce remarkably clean and professional results straight out of the camera. Video performance is another area where the Z90 is expected to excel. Current speculation points to oversampled 4K at 60 FPS, along with options for high frame rate Full HD recording at 120 FPS or possibly even 180 FPS. Slow-motion video has become a creative essential for everything from cinematic filmmaking to YouTube content. The ability to capture fleeting moments, a bird in flight, splashing water, or dramatic action scenes, in beautifully smooth slow motion would make the Z90 a compelling tool for hybrid creators. Speed is also critical for wildlife and sports photography. Rumors indicate that the Z90 could reach 15 frames per second with the mechanical shutter and up to 30 frames per second electronically. This would place it squarely alongside the Canon R7 and, if improved further, potentially make it one of the fastest APS-C models on the market. One of the most anticipated features is the addition of in-body image stabilization. Nikon's IBIS system, already proven in the Z6, Z7, Z8, and Z9, could finally appear in an APS-C body. If the Z90 offers up to 6 stops of stabilization, it would instantly surpass many of its competitors. This would allow smoother handheld video, steadier long-lens photography, and sharp low-light shots, all without relying on external stabilizing equipment. Nikon is also known for durable, weather-sealed bodies, and the Z90 is expected to continue this tradition. A magnesium alloy frame with strong environmental sealing and a comfortable ergonomic grip would make it suitable for harsh shooting conditions, whether that means rainforests, deserts, snowy mountains, or dusty fields. In the end, the Nikon Z90 represents more than a new camera. It represents timing, ambition, and the revival of a legacy. It signals Nikon's intention not only to compete, but to lead across all sensor formats. For many photographers, the Z90 symbolizes a long-awaited return to professional APS-C excellence and a new chapter in Nikon's mirrorless story.